colors and designs to fit every mood. Choose from their large selection of curated prints. You can also even personalize a case with your favorite fonts and/or design layout for a truly custom case. Casetify's new impact and ultra impact cases are made of 65% recycled and plant-based materials. Casetify's impact and ultra impact cases are 100% BPA free, 100% non-toxic, and non-hazardous. Their cases also feature Defensify, an antimicrobial coating that kills off 99% of bacteria and prevents bacteria from sticking to the case's surface, which is so amazing. It puts my mind right at ease. Look at how gorgeous these cases are. I love the quote that I was able to pick out, which is never give up, that I was able to customize myself to one of my favorite quotes. They are all so unique, beautiful, and durable. Apple just launched the new iPhone 13, so keep your phone safe with a Casetify case. Casetify's G-Tech 2.0 technology offers drop protection of up to 9.8 feet for the Ultra Impact case. Their cases are also wireless charging and 5G compatible. With the holidays quickly approaching, getting a Casetify case for your loved ones is literally the perfect gift. Whether it be your friends, your family, you can really personalize it based off of that person and what they love, or what their personality is. You can add photos, you can pick fun fonts and prints. They have so many options to choose from. So go to casetify.com/reachamr to save 15% on your new iPhone 13 case. That is casetify.com/reachamr. Thank you so much, Casetify, for sponsoring tonight's video, and thank you for supporting me. Be sure to check out all the details down below and get yourself a new beautiful Casetify case. In tonight's video, we are going to be going over my recent neighborhood gossip drama. And of course, I got the video inspiration from Mary Southern ASMR. So shout out to her. I absolutely love her neighbor gossip videos, so be sure to check them out. But I usually do my series where I go between my neighbors and my mom's, but as of recent, my neighbors have been popping off, so because of that, we are going to focus on my neighbors tonight. Okay, before we do jump into that tea, I wanted to remind you that I do have a Patreon. My Patreon is essentially like me having two YouTube channels that are ASMR, but Patreon is a separate platform that differs from YouTube. So over there I do 3 to 4 videos per month, and I like to break them up like a week apart throughout the month, so that you essentially get like an extra video per week from me that's going to run you $5 a month. You have access to giveaways and cool things like that. You really get to pick the content that you are wanting to see over there. I do lots of polls and things like that, so that I can take in all of your suggestions, and it's like a majority rules type deal. And there are no ads, and they are full-length ASMR videos that you're never going to see on my YouTube channel. They are exclusive to my Patreon, and I have well over 100 that are over there as of now, so his vehicle, and he got in my way. Like, it wasn't me being in his way. Like, I waited for him. He got in my way. And then he looked dead at me and, like, shook his head and kind of, like, rolled his eyes. And I'm like, sir, are you joking? Like, you're the one that messed up here and you're giving me a dirty look. Like, calm yourself down. I'm already not the most patient person behind the wheel. You're my neighbor, so I'm not gonna flip you off, but like, don't look at me like that. So that had happened, right? So a couple weeks later now, he's the kind of person that just like randomly will fly off the handle. He's an older man, probably late 50s, early 60s, and he has glasses, and he's kind of hunched when he walks. And when he walks like he's about his business, like he's got places to go, people to see, and he's too booked to be bothered, right? So he walks, and I'll randomly hear him like arguing with people all the time, but then other times he's like being nice. So, like I told you, this happened with the car thing. 2 days later, I'm outside with my son, and the bees have been, like, I tell you guys, I don't know what it is. I purposely don't put on perfume and or anything to attract the bees. Like, I wash my hands. I try everything to avoid being attacked by bees because I'm terrified. So the other day, me and my son are playing out front, and I am being attacked by a bee. And it was trying to get in the car with me. All of a sudden, like, me and my son were trying to get in the car. We had the doors open because he was like playing around. And I'm like, you know, paying attention to him. All of a sudden I hear this buzzing in my ear. I'm like, oh hell no. So I jump out of the car. I'm like, come on. To my son, I'm like, let's go. I jump out of the car, and he, you know, runs. He thinks it's like a game or something. I'm like, I'm not playing a game, but like, if you want to play a game, let's play a game. So he starts running, and I'm paying nobody any mind at this point because I'm just trying to get away from this bee, and I can still hear it buzzing as I'm running. So like, then I start screaming, and I hear him. I didn't even know he was out there. I hear somebody say, "Are you okay?" or like, "What's going on?" or something. And I look up, and it's him, and he's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine. I'm being chased by bees." And he's like, "Oh," and just keeps going. Like, were you gonna help me if I wasn't okay? You're gonna come kill the bee for me? But like, you never know with him. Like, sometimes he's nice, sometimes he's not. I told you guys about that other guy that like just never says hello to anybody. He's just, this is a different guy. He's kind of a newer person in this little cul-de-sac thing, which is kind of like another thing. Like, you're not a seasoned neighbor, sir, to be acting up. So there's those kids that moved around here that like to smoke the ganja, right? Well, they're out there smoking the ganja the other day, and you could smell it, right? But like, we mind our business. It's legal here now, so it's like, do what you want to do. They're not bothering anybody, right? They're not on their property. They're smoking their ganja. So all of a sudden you hear somebody start yelling out the window, and it's this guy. He's yelling out the window, and he's like, "All you smell in my house is skunk." And these kids, they're like high as hell, you know, and they look up and they're like, you know, they didn't say anything, but they started like cackling a little bit, you know, like laughing. And this guy, all of a sudden you hear like the door whip, whoosh. So he comes down the stairs, running down the stairs. He comes out, he's leaning the door, right? And he goes, 100%. That like goes from 0 to 100 real quick. Okay, so the other day I'm getting, packages delivered, and it's the FedEx guy. And sometimes FedEx will come in like a little truck. Sometimes they'll come in a big truck. Sometimes they'll come in a medium size. You just never know. Well, he ended up coming in a big truck. And the way he had to pull in, he had to like back in and was kind of blocking some of the vehicles. But that's the only way he could like do it. That's how it had to be done. And he was literally just grabbing that thing out of the back person who observed it. Another neighbor brought it up to me because she wanted my advice on what to do as well. But like I said, we've been seeing this woman for a while. Well, this woman has been coming over to his house. And essentially, I would think they're having like a little meetup that's maybe an hour long, and then she leaves. Sometimes he'll bring in food, sometimes he won't. But it's kind of awkward because, you know, we'll be out there because my son constantly likes to be outside, and we're trying to enjoy the nice weather while it's still here. So a lot of times when he'll pull up with this said woman, we'll be outside and we always say hi. But now I'm like, do I say hi when he's with her? Do I say hi to her? Because, you know, they obviously have like a little thing going on. And I was close to his wife that just passed, and like I kind of feel, I wouldn't say guilty, but I just kind of feel weird. Like I don't know if I should acknowledge him with her, or do you know what I mean? Like it's just kind of odd. And that's what my other friend, that's our neighbor, said as well. She's like, have you seen so and so with that girl as of recent? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I don't know if I should say hi to her, introduce myself. Like, I don't know what to do with that situation, you know? So I just have just been like putting my hand up and just saying hi, like in general, just like, hey, you know? But not doing any of the like small talk or anything, because yeah, it's just a little weird. And he has every right to move on. I'm not saying that, right? It's his personal business. He can do whatever the hell he wants to do. But my thing is, I was close to the wife, and this is the first person who's come around, you know, and I just kind of feel, I don't know what I feel. It's just an odd situation. Now, for Halloween, our street is very long. We have a very long street. And for Halloween, the street is pretty close. Not just for Halloween, but in general, our street is very close. And for Halloween, Hallows Eve, the entire street kind of will talk amongst each other, and everybody decorates that can, right? That's able. And we look really forward to it. There's a couple homes that do like haunted house type of things, and it's just really nice. People that are like nearby streets always know to come to our street because it's poppin' on Halloween. There's music going, and you know, there's like steam in the streets, and it's just really cool. I'm gonna take some videos this year. I'll show you guys, but so we're looking really, really forward to that. But there's always a competition between like 4 or 5 houses that are in the middle of the street, and like they're kind of like the neighborhood watch people, you know, like the HOA type people. And they can just be very competitive when it comes to mom are going. Trying to think anything else about my neighbors. Yes, one last thing about a neighbor. So the neighbor that I argued with before, well, her son had already lived there, but now her oldest son has been staying there. I think he's arguing with his girlfriend or something. But he has like a girlfriend and a child, and they usually, do their own thing. Well, they must be going through some kind of rift, and the older son's been staying there as well. Oh God. They fight like cats and dogs. Literally, it's like crazy the amount of fighting that goes on. And you can hear it, and their windows will be closed and you can still hear it. But it's like two grown men, and then you can hear the mother yelling, and it's a lot. So I guess somebody must have complained to the landlord. But like I said, if you watched my other neighbor drama, she always gets into it with that one guy that doesn't say hi to anybody. They get into it all the time. So it was probably him, because he just kind of looks for any reason to get her in trouble. So it was probably him. But yeah, she's in heat. I don't know if that son's still here. He might have moved out, but pretty intense for a bit. The guy that ended up moving in by me, remember, dog girl, she's long gone, and she left so much stuff here, like a lot of stuff, and just left.